What is up, Terraria? My name is Minecrafter. Welcome back to another Terraria video. Today's Terraria video is going to be a top 5 video, as you can tell by the title. So yeah, sit back and relax because yeah, this top 5 video is going to be the top 5 hardest pre-hard mode bosses in Terraria. Now that sounds a little weird, but let's just get on with the video. So make sure to leave your lists in the comments below. So yeah, anyways, let's get on with the video. So, coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the Eye of Cthulhu. Now, the Eye of Cthulhu can be really challenging on expert mode. Again, this is assuming that you have a new character and you have fairly good stuff up to about the space gun or machine gun. Musket. That's the best stuff you should have on this list. And it's assuming you have everything before that stuff. So yeah, anyway, with that being assumed, let's actually move on to number 5, which, as I said, is the Eye of Cthulhu, because it is tougher than other bosses on this list. Like I'm looking at you, King Slime, but it's not like as tough as some of the bosses on this list. And once you really get into good stuff like the space gun and the musket and stuff, you're going to take that thing down in just like 2 minutes, as I did in my world. So that's why it comes at the number 5 spot, is because you can easily just take the Eye of Cthulhu down once you got a space gun and musket. You don't even need to beat the Eye of Cthulhu to get that stuff. All you have to do is to just work hard to get that stuff, and boom, you will get that stuff. So yeah, with the Eye of Cthulhu being at the number 5 spot, let's move on to the number 4 spot, which is actually Skeletron. Well, no, not Skeletron. Let's move on to the number 4 spot, which is actually Queen Bee. Now, I think Queen Bee is not that hard, but she actually is kind of hard for a new character, even with the space gun or machine gun. Musket. Because think about it, you're in a little close space, and yes, I know you can buy it. I know you can fight it, like find something to summon it, but come on, like it is a challenging fight. So yeah, as it dashes, and in expert mode, I bet it's even more difficult for a new character like that. So yeah, that's Queen Bee at the number 4 spot, as its rapid attacks and small space makes it a little hard to maneuver and stuff. But anyway, with Queen Bee being at the number 4 spot, let's move on to the number 3 spot, which is Skeletron. Skeletron is tough even with space gun, as his hands just go all over the place, and he's speeding fast when you try to run away from him. And in expert mode, you have to take out his hands in order to take out the head. And also in expert mode, he gets a new attack, which is this head spinning attack, which can kill you in just a few hits, believe it or not. And that is why Skeletron's at the number 3 spot, because in expert mode it is hard, and also in regular mode it is tough, even with a good ranged weapon like the space gun or musket. You have to take out both of his hands, and he's extremely fast. And yeah, you can't, also because you have to defeat him, because you can't go in the dungeon unless you defeat him. So yeah, that is why Skeletron takes the number 3 spot on our list. That being said, let's move on to the number 2 spot, which is the Brain of Cthulhu. So the Brain of Cthulhu is a challenging boss. It spawns in the Crimson, and pretty much it's the substitute for the Eater of Worlds. It's a substitute for the Eater of Worlds, which spawns in the Corruption. And pretty much Crimson's thought to be harder than the Corruption, and that is why the boss fight is harder. As its first phase, it sends out minions. You have to do all the minions until its core opens up, kind of like the Moon Lord, and then you can hit its heart and side. But in extra mode, it clones itself, so it's hard to decide like where it is and stuff. And yeah, that even sounds right. So that's why the Brain of Cthulhu does take our number 2 spot on our list. because it's just simply in expert mode that extra cloning itself and its minions, and it is tough even with a musket or space gun. For a new character, it is extremely tough. For a new character at least, it's pretty easy to beat once you get like the Terra Blade and stuff. But yeah, it is tough, way tougher than Eater of Worlds. But yeah, I don't think I have any honorable mentions. So, because you know, King Slime and the Eater of Worlds, they're just too easy. I guess Eater of Worlds, kind of, but yeah. Let's move on to the number 1 spot. You could probably guess it based on the thumbnail. Tell me if you guessed down below, but don't lie. But anyway, the number 1 spot is... Drumroll, please. No one? Okay. It's the Wall of Flesh. You probably guessed it. The Wall of Flesh is the gateway to hard mode, and you need to defeat him to release the ancient spirits of light and dark into your world, making you enter and unlock hard mode. With the bosses and enemies become a whole lot difficult, but there's also new gear. So pretty much without the Wall of Flesh, you would not be able to enjoy Terraria more and go into hard mode. He's thought to be the final boss of pre-hard mode, and he actually is, because once you defeat him, you get into hard mode. So he's the final boss of pre-hard mode. But the reason I chose this is because you have to spend a whole lot of time preparing a bridge all across the underworld, or else you'd just be doomed the second he spawned. And the hungry, which snap at you, do drop hearts too. But anyway, you have to, when building a bridge, you also do have to deal with the underworld mobs. And yeah, be careful what you're building it out of. In my other world, I built it out of Ebonstone, and then in hard mode, corruptors started spawning. But in pre-hard mode, literally devours and Eater of Souls started spawning. So be careful what you make it out of. You don't want to so just be careful what you make it out of. So the Wall of Flesh takes our number 1 spot for those reasons. And in expert mode, it's apparently very hard to defeat. So yeah, that's why the Wall of Flesh takes our number 1 spot. And that does it for our list of the top 5 hardest pre-hard mode bosses. What are your lists? I'd love to hear them down in the comments below. Try to respond to every comment. And also a few things before I go. Sorry for the huge lack of uploads over the past week. I have been busy with school and stuff. And also, you know, with my friends and stuff. So, yeah, so this stinks. Yeah, so I won't be uploading as frequently. I'm just gonna tell you that. Actually, I might upload as frequently though, but anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll try to upload a video each day. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.